The Real Ass Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. It is Tuesday night, man. Thank you guys so much for listening in, tuning in. Brand new shows all week. Join the virtual studio with my brother James John. And we know who missing, who always missing. So what are y'all buying today? What you think y'all buying today?
The reason Miguel's out today is he found the missing what's her name? Hillary Clinton emails. So he turning them over to the government.
Nah, he found that missing F-150, the fighter jet. He found the missing fighter jet. So Miguel is out, man. But we got one of our comedy brothers kicking in the studio with us. He will be at Funny Friday, this Friday, October the 13th. He would be doing the All Jokes Aside podcast live at the Orlando Improv on the side stage. Put your hands together and show your love for the dirtbag himself, Mr. Wil Milz.
What's good, fellas? What is good, my brothers?
Wil, what's going on, bro?
I'm chilling, man. Just getting back from a fun but terrible weekend, man.
Explain how you have fun. People how that happened.
So listen, I spent the weekend in Miami. The Giants was in town.
Okay.
And the Dolphins. And I took my son out there with me. So he was the scapegoat. So I knew he was going to lose. I knew he was going to lose, bro. We left. You know what, though? We won, though, because we left third quarter and we beat the traffic.
Yeah.
Bro, in Miami, that's the win. Bro,
we got up out of there. We got
out in Miami is disrespectful, bro.
Are you all things New York? Sports-wise?
Look, see that? See behind me? That's
everything. Basketball, football, baseball, everything.
Everything New York. Everything.
Hockey, everything.
You Knicks all day.
You know what? I was Knicks all my life. And then the Nets moved to Brooklyn.
Okay.
So I'm from Brooklyn. Okay. But then the Nets started losing, so I went back to the Nets.
which you can do. Because that's your state. That's your state. You got dual citizenship. So you can do that.
You gotta be from Brooklyn though. The other boroughs can't.
True. So, what about baseball though?
Yankees.
Okay.
Yankees all day.
Yeah. See, my brother's a Mets fan, but they part of that '80s crack cocaine era. So
listen. I don't know why the Mets or the Jets got fans. I don't know why those two teams exist.
Yo, they probably because I feel like, and you can explain it more to me. I feel like the Jets are more of those steel worker cops, union worker type fans,
blue collar,
like blue collar type fans to me.
I'm not even a sports guy, and I know that the Jets are cursed, bro. They had Aaron Rodgers, bro.
And
it was supposed to be their year. First game,
and he died the first game.
Bro. Hey man, well let's get to it, man. Wil Milz kicking it with us this Friday, Orlando Improv, October 13th. The All Jokes Aside podcast, man. We gotta know the origin story. We comic book guys, man. We gotta know how long have you been doing comedy? Where did you start, and how was your first ever show?
Well, my first show, you got a lot to do with that. I'm approaching year 10.
God bless.
Nice.
Yeah, 2024 March will make 10 years in the game. My very first show was I guess he claimed he booked it. We all know him, the comedian Yosh. I don't know where he's at nowadays. He probably died. He probably died too.
Good Lord. Damn, man.
So, Ken had him hosting the other bar one night, and he said, man, you should get on stage, man. You funny online. You do a lot of funny stuff on social media. You should jump on stage. And I don't know if Ken remember this. I booked it to come, and Ken got me to close out the open mic. And man, that building was packed that night.
Yeah, it was.
Just a bunch of people came out to see me. And from that reaction from the crowd, I said, this is what I'm doing for the rest of my life, man. And here we are 10 years later.
But did you want to do comedy as a kid? Like, is that something you wanted to do?
One of those things. I used to be a school teacher, so that's weird.
Yeah.
And I was always a class clown. You know what I'm saying?
That's hilarious.
But the thing was, I was always the dude who roasted everybody, like I still do now.
Yeah.
I always roasted my friends. When every time I come on the scene, my friends would start looking down at their sneakers and their shirts to make sure they had it together. Because they already know when I show up, if you out of pocket, I'm going to say something about it. So I was always performing for everybody.
Can we tell everybody about that? The fact that if we do that between one another, that's how we show love.
Yeah.
For
You know what I mean?
sure.
That's how we do it. If we don't mess with you, we don't like you. We don't.
Bro, listen,
facts.
everybody got to get a roast, bro. Everybody got to get
Absolutely.
If I don't say nothing to you, I don't like you.
I don't mess with you.
Yeah.
I don't mess with. But if I walk up to you and I start to destroy you before you even say hello, that's how I be like, hey man, you all right with me, dog?
Yeah, you
I love you. I love you if I roast you.
Amen.
You know,
that's
so you've been in the game 10 years, man. What's
Mm-hmm.
one of the best shows you've ever had that you feel like that, man, that's the show that to this day, like you still talk about it?
Oh man. Gotta be, it's two actually. One was the Bonkers in Ocala.
Damn, that was a good room.
It was at I think it was a stable, looked like a horse stable or something.
Yeah.
Ocala breeder sale, man. That was a great room, man.
Yeah, man. And I featured for Jersey, and that was the first thing I felt like a superstar.
Amen.
And they loved me in there, man. And they all said dirtbag. They chanted me on and standing ovation. That was an incredible
nice.
And the second would be.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt, man. Go ahead.
The second would be I did a show at Secrets at the Swingers Resort.
Oh yeah, with Kermit.
Me, Kermit, and Infinity. Sean Finity, we did one there. And oh man, that was an experience. Y'all should have, if you listen, audience, if y'all never been to Secrets, head over that way. But man, that was a fun show. What was going on during the show was crazy.
If you married, turn your location off.
Yeah.
If you married, take your wife with you.
There you go.
With you.
Bro.
So those two are my favorites.
Gotcha. And I was gonna say two things. First off, Secrets is where I live at in Kissimmee, and it's a place where comedy does well. Like they've had comedy shows there before. It actually does well there, man. It's an alternative lifestyle kind of place where people can go if you in the lifestyle they call it
into the freaky deaky.
The freaky deaky. You can go there.
Their lifestyle is already funny.
Yeah.
So you gotta have a sense of humor to be down like that. And you gotta see this. You gotta see. Listen, these are not attractive people, bro.
Not everybody's attractive. Nah, they ain't like the movies.
No, none of them are. No.
Yeah.
It's a leper colony, bro.
Yeah, I feel that way about like when people talk about them things, like most of them places are full of people who are not, you know what I mean? Like because bad people ain't gonna be, if you find, you ain't got to be up in there.
Hey, imagine a woman my size and you just basically put a wig on me. That's what you get over there, bro.
And most of them are white. Yeah, they're sunburned to death.
Oh, they leather skin.
They're the most fun group of people you'll ever meet.
Amen.
And they pay very well.
Yeah, they do.
They pay very well.
And here's the other crazy thing what you said, Will. I don't know why. Can you tell me if I'm lying or not? But Ocala has always been a great town for
one
comedy.
of my favorite comedy cities in Florida.
It's really one of
my. I don't know what it is about that city. I don't know. It's because they just ain't got nothing going on.
But bro, any comedy in Ocala
club they've ever had in there for Bonkers has always been a good club.
Yeah,
every last one of them, bro. Midnight Rodeo. To the Breeders' Club or whatever the hell it was called.
CEO or whatever it was called back in the day.
All of them. And then the Lodge, wasn't it the downtown? Yeah, all of them. Ocala, amazing comedy city. So you told us the best. Give me that show. That one that broke your heart. Give me that one. And you was like, dog.
That lives with me every day. Amen. So when I first started doing comedy, Orlando will trick you. Because the Improv is a place where it's kind of hard to bomb.
Yeah.
If you bomb at the Improv, you don't quit your day job.
I would agree with that.
So the Improv spoiled me, or the little shows I did with friends and people I knew spoiled me. So it was time to get out of here and go out of town. Mm-hmm. So I went to Miami. And I don't know if y'all remember this artist named he sang that song, I'm in love with the Coco.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
OT Genesis.
That's right.
It was him and Busta Rhymes. They had a comedy show before their concert. So Jersey headline, and I featured for Jersey. And I'm, maybe like a year in, I get on stage, and listen, the show started at 8. We got there about 6 o'clock. It was about 700 people in there already. Mm-hmm. So when I went on, I'm like, oh, I got this wrapped around my finger. I've been killing. Mm-hmm. And these are my people. These are black people. They're going to love me. Mm-hmm. Man, first of all, I got a thick New York accent. Yeah, and these are the bottom of Florida. They already got a bias against me. So I came in there talking that arrogant New York, and
that swag,
the South and calling them slow. Man, they booed. Listen, you know what's worse than getting booed? Sidebar conversation. It's like, man, listen, man,
they just be talking.
disrespectful.
That hurts your feelings, and they all just started talking.
Ain't no boo like a boo from our people, bro. It's disrespectful.
But they didn't boo. They just say, "Yeah, man, forget this dude,"
and just turn around.
And you know me, sometimes I take things the wrong way.
Yeah.
And I snapped on them, man. I started cursing them out and F you this and get Miami this, and they buck. Now I got the attention back.
Nuck your buck.
Yeah. Jersey gonna say like,
yo, son.
They come out. They had to get me out of here, man.
Bro,
and that was the worst night of my life. I was like a little kid all night in the club.
Wait, no, dog. You stayed?
I stayed. That was the worst part. Look, me and Jersey came together, so he killed.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Busta Rhymes and OT Genesis performed afterwards, so I had to sit through the whole thing afterwards.
But you're a Busta fan anyway, though, man. Being from New York.
Listen, Busta was mad at me. He didn't want to talk to me.
Damn.
Yo. Hey, I gotta tell you my favorite. I got a million Wil Milz moments when Busta Rhymes was on. I think it was the BET Awards, and he went be quiet, and you went live with your story like, "Yo, shut up, son. Yo, your son, shut up, Busta. Yo, son."
I gotta love. Oh yeah, I remember that. He was just rambling on.
He would keep rambling. Yeah, you're like, yo.
When he was giving his speech and he wouldn't stop.
No, this is a couple years ago. I think he was presenting.
Yeah. He was accepting an award. It's like, yo, all right, we get it. You got the award. Get up out of here now.
Bro, that's funny. That's funny as hell.
But
man.
What's dope, man? Y'all gotta understand, man. Will hip hop to death, bro. Because Will actually got to do a verse with Wu-Tang on stage.
Yeah.
That's amazing. We
got about 2 minutes for the break. How did that even come about?
I was at the Wu-Tang concert. Old Dirty Bastard's mother was in the audience. And of course, my company is Dirtbag Cartel. Rest in peace, Old Dirty Bastard. So my boy asked me, he said, "Hey man, do you know Old Dirty Bastard's any of his verses?" I said, "Do I know it? I know everything Wu-Tang inside and out. I've been imitating him all my life." He said, "Bro, they need somebody to do his verse." And I said, "You got to be kidding me." Man, I ran up on that stage and history was made, bro.
Sir, my hat's off to you because Ken will tell you I'm a Wu-Tang head. And we got to actually go see them. Was it last year, Ken?
Yeah, about a year ago. We went to go see them with Nas.
Tour. When Nas came and Busta and Wu-Tang. And let me tell you this, man. I'm a fan of all of theirs. But I became a bigger fan of Busta that night because nobody can outperform Busta. Man. I didn't know.
Nobody.
Bro, I didn't know. Will. Nobody can. Nobody. If they ever, nobody wants. I'm gonna say this right now, people. You put me on. You put it down in ink, people. Nobody wants to see Busta in a versus because it's all about performance.
It's only one person.
Teach y'all up.
One person.
Who? Tell me.
It's one person who can compete with Busta in the versus. Missy Elliott.
Okay.
Yeah, because you talking about her songs and what she wrote. Yeah.
She's like the female Busta.
Yeah.
We're gonna run the commercial. You gonna kick it with us for a little bit?
Yeah, I'm sticking around.
Okay, cool. We got to take a commercial break. Hey, this Friday, October 13th, Orlando Improv Side Stage, Wil Milz, the All Jokes Aside podcast. Make sure you come check it out. Show starts at 7:30. We got to take a commercial break. We come back. Man, I want to talk to Will about roasting, comebacks, comments, DMs. It's gonna get funny. Crazy. It's gonna get more fun, man. So y'all stick around. We'll be right back. Real Radio 104.1.
More fire.
We're Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Guys, do us a favor. Go out to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Please follow us. Go out to YouTube, subscribe so you can see these beautiful ads, faces. And if you miss any of our shows, go to iHeart, search Real Labs. We got 7 years, y'all. 7 years of shows. Real Labs have been around for 7 years. So make sure you go listen and follow and everything. And also, we're looking for sponsors, man. So you want to jump on sponsor. James will do a sexy commercial for you. And we'll shout you out on the show. And also, you can come on the show and talk your junk, man. Got Wil Milz kicking it with us tonight, man. The All Jokes Aside podcast this Friday, October 13th, Orlando Improv. This man is the roast master. Dude, what makes a good roast joke? And when I'm talking about now for all you listening, now our audience is real radio. It's predominantly white. We're talking about cracking on people. The dozen. We're not talking about the roast that y'all see, the roast of Shaquille O'Neal. We ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about that. We're talking about when you walk up and your shoes ain't right, and we eating your shoes up for 30 minutes. That's when we say roast.
Before we start,
what makes that good one, Will? What makes that good one? Go ahead.
Before we start, man, you said shoes. Have y'all seen the dude that sings the Isley Brothers song on TikTok? We're making fun of
bruh. Yeah. I done got Jolly like 3 times.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
You know what I'm talking about?
That's my guy.
Yeah. I got Chris one time because Chris shoes they was leaning.
No. I got.
Hey man.
Hey. You know what I'm about to say. James, you wasn't here that night, man.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Ken did a show at the Improv, right?
Yeah.
And Chris walks into the green room. That's an understatement. Chris stepped into the green room, bro. And I looked at his feet and I said, Chris, what size are your shoes, bro? There's no way that's your size. So he said, I don't know. So I said, what? You got to be kidding. I looked at the tongue. Bro, they were a size 18 shoe. I said, Chris, what size do you wear? He wears about a size 12, bro.
Bro, what was he doing?
Did you lose a bet? Or did you buy those from somebody and you didn't care? And he said, man, I don't care, man. My wife bought these for me. I said, you gotta have the worst wife on planet Earth, bro.
God dang.
You out here looking like Scuba C, bro. You gotta
hey, tell me you want a divorce without telling me you want a divorce.
But James, the only reason I know the backstory because Chris got super wide feet. So sometimes he can't find shoes, so his wife would get him bigger shoes. But when I tell you, Will roasted Chris Alexander so hard, I ain't never seen Chris in his feelings. Chris was in his feelings the rest of the night, bro. And he was hosting.
Man.
And he was hosting. He was
I saw, listen, James, he tripped a couple of times, man. I saw him fall. I said, this is bad, man. You got to file for divorce.
Hey, bro. So, man. So what's a good, because like for you, I want to get to the comment section later, but for you, like, what's a good one? Like you I walk up, you analyzing what makes that good roast, bro?
One, it has to be on the spot. That's one.
Yeah.
We don't write these.
No.
This is on the spot.
No.
Two, a good roast is borderline true. It's true, but it's true and it's insulting. However, it's funny enough to make the person you're roasting laugh at themselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yes.
So that's what it is, because you don't want to make nobody mad. But you know what? I probably made a couple of people mad, but at the end of the day, what are they going to do about it? it's like because here's the thing.
Because you lose.
Laugh.
Yeah.
You have to laugh, because the thing is, I feed off that anger. Because the more mad you get, it's gonna get worse. So you might as well laugh at yourself,
bro. And you have to, because in roasting, if you get mad, you lose. That's how the battle's won. Yeah.
Right.
You get mad.
And you have to have you gotta come back. Even if you come back with something that don't win, you still gotta throw a punch.
You gotta throw
at least throw a punch, dog. At least at least he swung.
Yeah, that's in person. In person, you have to go on the offense. Typically, when you go on the offense, you leave the person disarmed because they didn't expect it.
Yes.
Right. So you kind of like just attack them.
Yeah.
Online is different.
That's the difference.
See, online, if you notice, anytime like Kim was talking about the comment section, online when I'm roasting people, I respond. So what happens is they'll say something slick in the comment section, and right when I read it, I'll go right to their page and start scanning through their pictures. I'll pick the things I'm gonna roast them. And then I come back to them and I say, "Hey, are you sure you want to do this?" And then they say something else, and the roast is already there. They thought they thought I did it after I read it. No, I already got it.
Yeah, you was ready. You had something in the tuck.
It's already ready, because that's the thing. Don't allow me to go on defense. Because what it is they don't know me personally. So what it is they don't like what I said. So they attack me as opposed to attacking my content.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go after the content. Don't say nothing about me personally.
Yeah.
I'm making a generalized statement.
And I was gonna say that, and that's my next one. I'm gonna get to the comment section with you, because with me, I used to troll the WF TV news thing. I would troll the heck out of people, and they would go to my page. Well, won't you go sell some more cell phones? I'm like, you do know Sprint does more than just sell cell phones. But then I would go to their page and I say, well, I would roast you as a welder, but your page is blocked because you're a punk and you don't want people to see that you're a true racist or something like that. You know what I mean? So they don't roast the comment. They go find something. They know better.
I tear them up, bro.
I know.
See, it's gotten so bad now because they got so many followers that now my fans is warning them. Like, hey man, you might want to delete that comment because this guy is a savage.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's gonna. And then my mother always said, always headshots. Do not do no leg shots. Go for the head.
Because they coming back on the leg. Headshot, you done. You can crawl back on the leg.
And then now I've done it. I've done. See what's been going on with Facebook and Instagram. What happens is that the people get sensitive and they report you. But that causes Facebook and Instagram to shadow ban me. So what I've learned is that if I make a video about them and don't tag them, it can't be considered bullying. Because what I'll do is I'll do some coward stuff. I'll take their picture, roast it, and then block them so they can't respond.
Which nothing makes me. So now you the victim. So you came and said something to me. Now I got you. Now, man, I'm telling.
I always say that, and I know people be like, "Oh, Wil Milz, you're a bully," right? So what it is that I'm just more aggressive. So because my response was more aggressive than their attack, it makes me the bully now. It's like, no, you started. You're the bully.
If you
attempted
don't
to
start
bully
none,
me.
won't be none.
And bro, listen, I go. It's like, wow, this guy really doesn't know what he's getting himself into.
There you go. There's rules out here to roasting. There's rules, y'all.
It's become a part of my act now.
Yeah.
So now I look forward to it, and I think a lot of people kind of starting to ignore that. So some of them will say something slick to me just so they can get roasted. Because people are known, like it's an honor now to be roasted by me.
Yeah, especially at comedy shows. People say stuff because they want you to say something to them. So now they're part of the show, and they're like, "Hey, look, I'm the comedian." Blah blah blah. Craziest comment you got.
I don't know if y'all, so y'all know I go after the simp community a lot.
Yeah. The dudes that be telling you about how you treat women, and
Grand Rising and Derrick Jackson and all of these guys. So
good morning, beautiful people.
Oh my God, Grand Rising Queen. I hate those dudes.
Hey, which is code for when we
yeah.
That's all that is.
One dude, I don't know if you ever seen him. He had tattoos on his face. He's always telling women to send him the cat. Tell him to send him your cash app.
The light skinned brother.
Right.
Yeah.
So first of all, I created him because he did it and he didn't have any followers, and then I roasted him, and then he blew up.
For real?
We had a real back and forth war. His name is Pastor Poppy Dawn. I'm saying his name. I don't care about it.
Okay. All right.
He went after my kids.
That's against the rules.
He went after the rules. He literally went and looked at if you notice, my older daughters, I don't really post them anymore. Because they're grown now anyway. But he started going in their pages and like threatening my kids. And it got real serious. And I was like, wow, this dude is really taking it to the next level. But that's like, but the racist comments are the worst. So with them, you don't roast them back. You screenshot them and you find out who they are and you send it to their job.
Yeah.
For real. Because people are getting fired over that. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
Somebody, listen, everybody, I don't care if you got 3 followers. Somebody knows you.
That's right.
If you got one profile picture, oh man. And
they know who you are.
I've mastered skip tracing, bro. I will find you. I'm like, see, I will find you, bro.
Hey, to the point where I don't even know what skip tracing is.
Yeah, man.
Well, like say you got a car and you run off with it and the repo man looking for you.
Yeah.
So they have companies that do a skip trace to find out where you at.
Oh, okay.
So skip tracing is just locating somebody.
You just told me something, Will. All right.
Listen, let me give y'all a little hint. Sometimes check that link in their bio, or you can look at a picture they're in and look at the street name, and then you can Google their name or something like that and put in the street name, and the white page's address will pop up for them.
Ooh. Damn,
it's diabolical. It's diabolical, bro.
These streets is different. I ain't know that.
Which is crazy because I've seen people roast you. I went to their page. I'm like, how did he find these pictures? Like, how did he get this info? Because their page is like private.
Because sometimes they'll have an Instagram. They have an Instagram or Twitter or TikTok.
And those are all pics and video. Yep.
All I need is a profile picture though. And if your mother is on the profile picture, she gonna catch the stray, bro.
Nah, Will is the Nas of roasting. All I need is one pic.
That's it, just one.
No, he roasted somebody, and the dude was holding his kid, and you changed the kid to a sack of potatoes.
You know what? Because I said you can thank me for that because I know how mean my fans are.
Yeah.
So what I did was I photoshopped the baby out and photoshopped in a bag of potatoes.
Bro, that is hilarious, man.
But here's the greatest part about that. A lot of these people I roast become fans, and then we become cool.
That's cool.
Like that guy, we cool now.
That's so funny, man.
So it's like, wow, because he tried to come from this aggressive New York approach, and I can look at his pictures and tell he did some serious time in jail.
Yeah.
So I guess he thought I was gonna be scared of him. Mm-hmm. And it's like, no, you're gonna get it, bro. I can tell by your outfit that you're wearing that you did some time in jail. Nobody in their right mind.
Bro, you broke down every outfit.
That's so funny.
I can tell. He wore it. It's 2023. He's wearing shorts down to his ankles, bro.
Oh yeah. He went in the 90s and he came out.
He went in like 2002.
Yeah,
his old clothes were still folded up in the drawer.
He went out with
those right back on.
He went out when the Blueprint 2 dropped.
He went out. He wore those when the Nietzsche and LRG was in style.
Damn, Pele.
Hey man, we gotta take a commercial break, man. We're gonna be back with Wil Milz. Don't forget this Friday, All Jokes Aside podcast at the Orlando Improv Side Stage. We're gonna come back. We're gonna talk about Will, man, going viral. And some other stuff, man. We got our little brother here kicking with us, man, from the mean streets of New York. We'll be right back. Real Laughs, we're Radio 104.1. Real Laughs, we're Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Make sure you guys go out to follow us on all the social media platforms and go to iHeart, search Real Laughs. 7 years of Real Laughs. Go check us out. Join the Verse Studio, James John and Wil Milz, aka King Dirtbag. This Friday, he's doing his podcast, the All Jokes Aside podcast. And so how long has the podcast been going on? And how did you come up with the All Jokes Aside, the format? Because you got like the King's Chair, you got all that going on. So talk about the start of it and where you at with it now.
So I started the podcast back in 2018, 5 years ago. And the reason why I'm doing it at the Improv is typically when if you give me a date there, I'll do a comedy show. But this time we're doing episode 200.
Nice.
So
200
episodes,
bro.
So yeah, milestone episode. So I got my producer flying in from New Jersey. When I first started doing the podcast, I was supposed to be doing it with I don't know if y'all remember Gloria Velez.
Yeah.
She was a video vixen.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Me and her were doing it together.
Hey, Will, I can neither confirm nor deny because my wife listening.
My wife's in the other room. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So me and Gloria was doing it, but we fell out over some nonsense. And I was stuck with all of these thousands and thousands of dollars of equipment that I didn't know what to do with. And I said, man, I'm going to do it myself. Because she was the celebrity, so she had the name. Yeah. And I was just going to, be her co-host. But I said, you know what, I'm going to do it myself. So I assembled a couple of people I knew, and then we started it up. And it was going great. Until I realized with them, it was more and shout out to them, it was more of a hobby for them. Yeah. But for me, it's like a career. It's like, this thing is going to be really lucrative. And I watched Joe Rogan get $200 million off his podcast. Yeah. And Chris D'Elia and Bill Burr. And I noticed everything they had in common. They had a one-man show.
Yeah.
And then, I go live on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll hold court on these platforms for 3 hours, 4 hours straight. And people stay tuned in. I have, I retain those viewers for hours. So I'm like, man, this is a podcast.
Absolutely.
So I said, you know what? I'm going solo. So I fired everybody. I learned how to do visual engineering and audio engineering by myself. And I got my guy from New Jersey, my best friend. He sends me all the content to speak on. And in 1 year, we went from 300 listeners a week to 4,000 listeners a week.
Nice.
That's in 1 year.
That's a lot,
well,
bro. That's a lot.
For the first 4 years, though, we were stuck at 300.
Yeah.
And it boomed. About 7 months. We went from 300 to 4,000.
That's a lot,
that's
bro.
The listenership, the YouTube, everything is like really like, and every week it's just taking off more and more and more and more. And I said, man, what do I need a crew for? And I own a studio, I own my equipment, I do all my edits, but now it's taking on a life of its own. So it's like, all right, I got to start getting some people on here because.
And let me give you some flowers, man. As a guy that's getting into editing himself, and Ken's been doing it too. That's not easy, bro. Doing everything yourself, video editing, sound wise, and putting up the clip, bro. It's a full-time job, bro.
Listen,
so my hat's off to you, brother.
I tell people this all the time. Every 10 minutes, especially if you're adding different visual concepts and visual clips, it'll take you 2 hours to do a 5-minute clip.
Yes.
And all my shows are an hour plus.
Yes.
So, and I record on Tuesdays and drop on Thursdays, audio and visuals, and 3 clips.
Okay.
And I complete all of that in 24-hour time frame.
That's not easy. It's not easy.
So man, but this podcasting thing, I tell people all the time, if you want to get into it, be interesting. Everybody think, oh, I want to talk. Bro, nobody wants to hear you, bro.
No, not everybody want to hear what you got to say, man.
You're not interested. People get a microphone is like, oh, I'm going to talk to the world. Nobody want to hear you, bro.
So true. Nobody want to hear that.
And then, and also be niche. If you know how to fix cabinets, bro, talk about cabinets because there's a market for that. Yeah. Everybody don't have to do relationship stuff. I don't know anybody who has a relationship podcast with a degree in psychology. So why are you doing a relationship podcast?
Bro, that is so true.
That is that's a great point. So, Will, let me ask you a question as a comedian, brother. Do you ever, me and Ken were talking about this last week. We have run out of patience to actually sit through a show, a comedy show. We end up talking outside. Do you got that too? Like we have the ADHD, what do you call it? ADHD?
Ben had it, bro. I stand up, I critique everybody on stage, bro. I don't want to, I'm a fan of only a few comedians.
I hear that.
Like I'm a fan of Bill Burr, Ali Sadiq. I watch him. I watch Chappelle.
Yeah.
And Corey. I watch Corey, but it probably stops there, bro. I guess it's like we all do the same thing.
It ain't personal. It's not personal when we go to a show. Bro. We just be sitting there, and all of a sudden we get up. Let's go outside. Let's go crack.
Also, I'll keep it 1,000. Most of them not funny, bro. They're not funny. But comedy is subjective.
Amen.
Because there's a lot of people who are huge, larger than life, and I don't find them funny. Personally. Gotcha. But that's just my personal preference. But there's millions of people there's millions of people that would disagree with that. So
I'm with you.
My word is small. Yeah, but I don't watch comedy shows anymore. But I'd rather hang out with y'all.
Yeah, and that's how we do. That's how we do. We'll go to the show, check out a little bit of the show, and then we outside clowning.
Yeah, that's it. Nothing personal against you on the stage. We just, I can't do it.
Comedy, now, I guess I came in at the back end of it, like, because you guys obviously was doing it before social media was around.
Yes.
I came in at the beginning of social media, so I still got a taste of doing a bunch of mics every week and learning from some guys who actually been on the road. And the only way to get put on is if somebody with a name is in the audience.
Amen.
So social media is a shortcut. But you know,
bro,
but if you got social media, and I know it's insulting to a lot of comedians, though, bro. It gotta be. It's like you've been banging it for 20 years, and then this guy who's not funny does 6 months on social media, and now he's selling out arenas, and he's corny.
I'm gonna say yes and no to that. When I first got a taste of internet comics, this is years ago. I felt some type of way because I was like, damn, I've been grinding for so long, like you said, Will. But then I stopped doing that because I met some guys who had internet fame, but were funny as hell on stage too. They had both going on. So I couldn't hate on that. But yeah, you're right. I think social media is a shortcut. And if you're not using it, then you're doing yourself a disservice. Like there's a reason, like
disservice.
Yes, Matt Rife is killing them right now, bro.
Killing them, bro.
Every show he sells out, and then they add shows, those sell out because he used social media properly. So I'm not mad. I'm trying to learn out here, to be honest with you.
Here's the downside of social media, right? So for me, because like I can't go anywhere, like, and people know who I am when I go out, right?
Yeah.
So now what happens is you can't go back to being regular no more because it'll hurt you. So for instance, like say if I went out and got a regular job.
No, you can't do that.
They're gonna roast me.
Well, yeah,
man. It's like, oh, look at, because there's like a lot of rappers, like what's his name, like Young Jock. He drives Uber, right?
That's crazy.
But he had a rap career, and it didn't work out. He was a one-hit wonder. That's realistic speaking.
Yeah.
But bro, he's in an Uber now. People shame you for it.
Yeah.
And now you gotta explain yourself.
Yeah.
So it sucks, man. You know what I mean?
What was your first video to go viral? Because you've been viral a lot.
Oh yeah, that's a great question.
Was it the Timberlands?
Oh no, I've been viral way before that.
I thought it was the baby.
Yeah. Pancake Man, Cairo got his own fan base. Like he's a monster on his own. So even though I'm talking in the background, they don't want to see me. He's cute.
Yeah, he's cute. Yeah,
I'm ugly, bro. They don't want to see me. They want to see it. They happy over the baby. And the first viral video I actually did wasn't even funny. It was me yelling about, I don't know if y'all remember this, years ago. Oh man, I went off so bad. It wasn't even on the radio. Lauryn Hill showed up late.
Oh, yeah. She was like 3 hours late.
And I went off.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was on the radio. Everybody called me like, hey man, turn the radio on. You are on the radio right now. I said, what? And they said, yo, when you went off about Lauryn Hill at the Hard Rock, it went crazy. So it was that one that went first. And then the second one was me talking about women with the fake bodies.
I remember that. Yeah.
And I said, you don't gotta, I said, just because you got a fake butt, you're not a queen now, you know? You pay for your self-esteem.
Wow. Wow.
And I said, women with real bodies don't feel slighted by the women with the fake bodies. They only did that because they was insecure. Don't feel slighted. And then Derek Jackson, here he go. He took that video of me praising natural women and said, I don't know what this dude's talking about. Men are not going to marry you anyway. And I'm like, oh. And then that was the day I launched my war against them guys. I said, you know what?
That's funny.
And you know, I'm going after all of them now, picking them off one by one.
Yeah.
Is it a video you went viral for that you like, man, I didn't want that one?
That's a good question.
I don't think I put out, this one I put out that I didn't expect to do what they did. I didn't expect to go viral. One of them, I had my beard look real bad. I look terrible in the video.
There you go.
It was me roasting a dude that he had a hair unit. He had a fake hair unit on. Yeah. And I laughed at him, and I was making fun of the dress. And then Snoop Dogg reposted it.
Damn.
Oh my God! And everybody's like, he's talking about hair. Look at his hair. Look at his facial hair. And I was wearing like a gym tight shirt, and it was dirty. I'm like, oh
damn, Will, what you doing?
The video did like 70 million views.
I feel that. Gotcha. And I gotta say, because you're well known and you do video a lot, your face is prevalent. You can't just go out looking any kind of way, can you?
Never,
bro.
Never, never, bro. I gotta, and then I roast people.
Yeah.
So I can't get caught slipping.
You got to be at the barber once a week. You got
I got to be on. But you know what though? Once your roasting skills are elite, they'll still tread carefully. It's like, you ever seen The Wire with Omar?
Oh yeah.
There's plenty of opportunities where they had to shoot him and kill him. But it's like they didn't try because like if you miss,
you got to deal with them.
That's what it is for me. It's like, all right, I might look bad in this video, but you better not miss.
That's right.
I'm going to destroy you and whoever's in those pictures with you, your mother, your brother, your girl. Y'all seen videos where the dude had his girl with him, and she had to, unfortunately,
she had to get a straight bullet.
I told the one guy he had a starter kit white girl.
Damn.
Yeah, I said you're black. Black guys get attractive white girls. You just got any old white girl. You got to just
any of them. Got a Becky Sue.
We got to go, man. Kit. Hey, Will, tell everybody where they can follow you at and how they can listen to the podcast.
You can follow the podcast at All Jokes Aside Podcast. And then you can also listen to it on Instagram. You can listen to it on Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spreaker, and then of course the visuals are on YouTube. My personal page on Instagram is Wil Milz, WILMILZ. Instagram, Facebook, Wil Miller, and then TikTok, King Dirtbag 718.
Cool, well, man. We appreciate you kicking it with us this Friday, October 13th. The All Jokes Aside podcast, episode number 200. 200.
Yes,
so make sure y'all go check our boy out this Friday. James, where you at this weekend?
If you're listening right now, what day is it? It's Wednesday. You can catch me on. It's Tuesday. Okay, man. I'm see. You asked me in the beginning, and now I'm telling the wrong thing. You guys can catch me this Friday and Saturday. Go to my Instagram, go to my Facebook. You can see where you guys can get tickets. Saturday, in Metro. What is that place? Merritt Island, Kiwi Tennis Clubs, where I'm gonna be, man. Come see me out there, man. Check my Facebook to get the dates.
All right, cool. This Thursday, I will be hosting the Orlando Improv Open Mic on the side stage. So y'all make sure y'all come out and check that out. And then Friday, I will be headlining Deltona Bonkers, the Deltona Performing Arts Center. Me and Chris Alexander with his big shoes. Hey, man, Will, thanks for kicking it with us, but we got to go. That is Wil Milz, the Dirtbag, a.k.a. King Dirtbag. I'm Ken Miller. That's James John. James, tell him what to do.
Take your ass to bed. And I know I'm wrong.
Good night.